Live from the nation's capital, Gaborone, this is BTV News at 3. I'm Muli Samoka.
And I am Khomatsago Utukile. Let us start with the headlines. Matshela-Gabedi residents urged to embrace the Moletlotlo program.
Chobe District records law registration pace at the ongoing voter registration.
And in sports, Ross Branch finishes stage 4 of the 2024 Dakar Rally in position 4.
Sentle Moeng is interpreting in sign language. Now, thank you for joining us. In our first story, the Member of Parliament for Tati East, Dr. Douglas Letsolatebe, has urged residents of Matshela-Gabedi to embrace the Moletlotlo program in order to improve their lives. Dr. Letsolatebe said the program is divided into categories to cater for all the farmers at different levels. He noted this at a quarter meeting held at Matshela-Gabedi. Abigail Madurobo and Faith Edithete with more.
The Moletlotlo initiative is said to have a potential of boosting this country's economy. As such, Dr. Letsolatebe has challenged residents to take up horticultural impact accelerator subsidy and put the program to good use and help to boost the horticultural production. He also noted that Botswana imposed an import ban on some vegetables as a way of empowering Botswana to be self-sufficient.
Puso na le mananeo a eleng gore ka one e thusa banni ba motse kana Batswana ke re thusa Batswana in general ka mananeo ao re itse gore tswa go bo Aldep ra tsena go bo Ispahadi mme ana go na le nanao la lesha le le bidiwang go tekete mo letlotlo le leng gore ba gaetso ke itse gore le tsele lata bangwe ba lona le nne le bothata jwa gore le dirisa ka gore le tsile go le gore go go nna lata mme ke batla gore ke tse bikarabelo jo ke le mo parlament wa lona ke re ke nya ba gaetso a re le ka leteng ha go leng teng re bone gore ka khona eng so sa nthaela password go ya go molemisi go diriswa maranyane ga ke gane mme balemisi ba rutilwe gore ba le thuse ba le kwadise mo maranyaneng ao itise malebu mototegi mo pusong ya rona ya lefatshe la Botswana mabapi le lenaneo le la temoletlotlo. Lenaneo le ke dumelang gore le tsile go thabolola le go godisa thobo ya molemi mmotlana go lapeng le thobo mo lefatsheng la Botswana ka kakaretso. Se se tla dira gore re kgone go ijesa re le Batswana
Residents appealed to the authorities to consider building another primary school which will cater for children in the nearby settlements, as some children from Sikukwe and Mahatane settlements travel long distances to and from school.
What is the plan? Planning tsele ha kae ka bana ba Sikukwe le Mahatane. Ka gore ba sokola ba bangwe ebile ba tshola ba ta sekolo. Ka goreng go se khwahela. Imagine ngwana monyano ba la standard 1. Ao ka distance e kalo.
Residents were urged to change their mindset and start doing things differently by venturing into farming to sustain their livelihoods. Faithy DTT BTV News Matshela-Gabedi.
Residents of Kgalagadi North decried lack of water in the area. This was emphasized by the Member of Parliament for the area, Ms. Talita Monna-Kgotla, at a consultative meeting held at Maab Village this week on Monday. Tshepo Ramwe.
Water scarcity is the major concern in this region as it affects livestock farming. This was revealed during this Kgotla meeting held by the Member of Parliament for Kgalagadi North, Ms. Talita Monna-Kgotla. Ms. Monna-Kgotla was carrying out a series of consultation meetings in her constituency.
Kgaolo ya rona ga ena malwetse re ka be re se na le tlhoko le kalo ha nne re ka lebella leruo ha nne re ka lebella leruo ga rena metsi o tlile go tla bua ka metsi re mo ke mmoleletse gore go kgaolong ya rona re ba rui ga rena metsi mme leruo la rona re na le bana ba re batlang gore ba simolole mme le nna ke tla ba emela ka dinao gore number 1.
Ga iske re tlhalosetswe sentle gore gatise mo keng ka metsi a ngojane a ntsa teng le gore ha e le gore yaanong re beile gothe mo metsing a phuduhudu gore a mme mo nakong e telele a ta ba ntsa le teng.
The Director of Animal Production from the Ministry of Agriculture was also present to respond to some of the issues raised in this meeting.
Metsi le one ka gore re ntse re epa metsi be re ra letswai re lebelle gore go nne le di-package tse di tshwanang le bo go tlhatswa metsi akere bathatswi ba metsi ba ta go tlhatswa metsi a kgone go nwega mo nakong ya gompieno gore se tsa rena le project e leng gore e bitswa atmospheric humidity extraction ko loop e leng gore metsi a gona ga re emeng teng ga go na le metsi mo phegong go irilwe maranyana a gore a collecta metsi a kana a gela one ke ka re humidity ka Setswana.
However, some of the residents also had an opportunity to raise their concerns.
Ga ke tsore nka go bela sekai hela mme ke se be ya lo gore o mo parlamente wa bokae le bala le go ntse go buiwa ka lone mme karabo ntse tshwana hela le ya gompieno.
The residents were also asked to be patient with how development is carried out in their area as they come according to the National Development Plan. Tseporamweng, BTV News, Hukunzi.
The Silibepikwe Education Sub-Region has managed to sort out an influx of students' placement requests, mostly Form 1s. The Chief Education Officer, Mr. Tshwarelo Hosia, has confirmed the occurrence and narrated how they is resolved. Karabo Mulusi reports.
The influx of student placement requests during school's reopening season is a recurring situation every year, precipitated by various issues of life. The Education Sub-Region Office in Silibepikwe had received over 100 requests from outside, while some were internal.
Ngwana ke wa ntlo ko Lebogang ke sekolo se se mo Silibepikwe mme ke mo kopela phata ka go Phatsimo ka gore ko wa tserenteng go khagala le go ke nnang teng nna ke nna teng mo phase 2 is a working distance ngwana ka tsa 10 minutes go tsena ka so ga go ntse yalo ke mo kopela phata gore a boele ka ga gore ne ke berekela ka kwa ke tsamalene e rile re standard 7 gore ke mo transfer la mo taxi ya ka o itse gore madi ga bonolo gompieno madi ga tsene so the taxi is 350 ne ke pega bana ba le 3.
An increase of schools placement request is linked to the persistent academic excellence among other reasons in Silibepikwe. For the past 2 years, the Silibepikwe Sub-Regional Office applied effective strategies to manage the situation.
Memo Pikwe na radira gore diphata tse ba te go ikopela mo sub-region gore mo central point ka gore na ra lemoga gore ha gongwe ga ba ya go dikolong kwa go nna le dikgwetso tsa gone mme ra be re nyame le te go ikopela kwano rona be le gore rona re le mo central pointing re rulaganya bana ka ha ba rulaganya ka teng re khona go balancesa dipalo ka ha go thokegang ka teng re khona go balancesa le one quality re batla go itse gore nyame re netse sekolo sa gore di eitse kana
be ba taka lenane le la gore re bogolo re kwale maina ga o bata phatla ile ya ngwana form 1 wa kwala especially yo tswang ko nte ga Silibepikwe ha ile form 2 form 3 so today ba re neela dikwalo hela tsa gore transferred to this school gape mo gongwe ne ba mo ne re bona gore go botlhokwa ke gone mo ne ba re ska ra ithusetsa dikolo ka gore di phata tota ha ngota bo bata sekolo se sengwe more especially that mo Pikwe I kere dikolo tsa teng they are doing very well so ya no mme ha ba go ha phata gore se ko sekolong se o amogele hela unless o bata go swapa then go swapa le gone go motho so ba re diretse dilo motho ka tsela e ntseng yalo.
Subsequent to the enrollment of new learners and commencement of the academic year, the Silibepikwe Education Sub-Region has a tough assignment to maintain the quality of outstanding performance. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Silibepikwe.
The ongoing voters' registration in Chobe district persists at a slow pace as citizens steadily return from festive destinations to their permanent residences. Voter apathy, especially among the youth, is also stated as another factor contributing to this slow progress. Kitso Temane compiled the report.
High Chobe weather temperature is cited as a factor for low turnout at registration stations. Some say knocking off late from work and schools is hindering them from registering. Hence, IEC decided to increase the numbers of registration stations by adding more stations next to populated workplaces.
Gona le yone voter apathy e re buang ka yone gore e ka re gona le go ga dinao o tla itlhala ile gore ha gongwe kana re na le di challenge tsa seemo sa bosa re leke go okeletsa batho matlhophelo ha o ka lebella mo Chobe re na le matlhophelo the last registration re na le matlhophelo a le 30 batho gompieno ka kibua re na le matlhophelo a le 49.
Some citizens shared their views on the importance of election registration as a way to urge others to register.
Eligible to cast in a vote ke so se leng gore se botlhokwa tota ka gore kwa ena motho e leng gore o ka dira pharologanyo mme ga nke re ala tlhoko gore dingongora tse gore re kgone re di fetole ko re tsenye tlhopo
ya nong re bone gore re ka thopa motho o ka ta a re a emela kgaolo tota le dithabologo tse ntse re gongwe re ngore ga ka tsone re tere bone gore o ka ta re thusa
ke thopela moeteledipele yo ke moratanna e seng gore ke seke ka ikwadisa ka mosobe ke tsoga ke supa ba bangwe ka monwana.
For those who cannot make it to the registration stations due to medical issues, the next of kin are urged to organize transportation for them to reach registration stations. Kitso Temani, Botswana Television, Kasane.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. Now, moving on, KZI Land Board is owed over 8.2 million pula in lease rental fees, mostly in farms and commercial plots. This was revealed at the consultation meeting on the proposed revision of the Tribal Land Act regulation fees in KZI. Angela Nosa with more.
The re-enacted Land Tribal Act of 2018 was implemented in 2022, and with it came changes such as the new fees for various services, which were now slightly higher. Customer feedback showed a national outcry at these fees, the public stating the fees are too high. This meeting is a consultation to look into whether or not there is need to revise the fee structure.
Tsa go budiwa kana ba supa gore di yanong kana ntse re palwa go dula yanong le se go dimo thata yanong a mme a le rarota la re khonne ba mo ba lela gore kana ga ba ire di profit tse di kalokalo yanong ke sone se le se ira gore re lebelle gore a mme di ka revaisiwa le boretse megopolo mo go bona gore ba ikatumetse mo land board ba te ba ire lenano la go ka duela ha le re ke madi a mantsintsi o ka ba payment plan gore o duele after a certain amount of period.
Despite being owed this much money by the public, the very same public cries foul at the fees charged for various services by the Land Board.
8.2 million. Ha re hetsa ngwa ga yana re na le dikoloto ga di tsare di busa go lease areas. Ntse di eme ba di plus ra le kopa ba di business ka ga harologana makala na harologane a puso gore le to duela a ke bo cancel.
Meanwhile, the Land Board operates with a deficit budget.
Land Board budget needs around 35 million. Madia Babumba Solhets Mohoting Revenue Support Grant is around 33 million. May Hampino Havanelo and 33 million on Abamosolehidis. Banezu Madia Kananka 31 million. So the difference to 35 million, Kia Land Board is one thing for Yaidre.
Namadi, the Copore Reduelo. Okay, Talor Saramo Toilo plus Omukabo 85 malgré opération. Et le rompeno est à la hela, Horadira Madahu Duela, Lisiatim, Ponsawapa, Rabapisaha, Mahala Maha, Motota, Varna, même patrimoine Tabuki Duel.
The Land Board continues to implore the public to desist from selling the plots they've been allocated. Angela Nosa, BTV News, KZI.
Residents of Maab Village in Northwest have made a plea to government for a special consideration to allow them to apply for water and electricity in their homes without the required residential plot certificates. The residents made this plea during a Khotla meeting addressed by KZI Land Board in Maab recently. Residents pointed out that the majority of them have no plot certificates as they have not required registered plots because they are squatters. Maranyane Samakata reports.
Maab is a small village in the eastern fringe of the Okavango Delta that continues to grow steadily, and utilities such as electricity have now reached this area. However, residents cannot immediately enjoy the utilities as majority of them do not possess the required plot certificates, as the KZI Land Board does not have jurisdiction to allocate land in estate land.
Le re seka sekele gore bogolo ha ka kila go buisana ko le ba water utility le ba BPC gore mme batho ba mababe ka tiego e mo go rona le bone re kopa hela gore re ba direle mo ibara gore ba bana le keletso le go tsenya metsi le motakase ka ke ditsa bone se se ba nna mo go tsone ba khore go direla yana
ka bo ya ditsa ba ba sa le yeme ke qualify la youth ompelo ke gra re go nela mohawela gore la le tsena kwa le bongole nna hantse re ilwa ka ha le na le bua go ka nna botoka gore batho ba ba bone they are furious so bona ha zo re heletse gone gore ha o ta o to bua di price tsa gore government wa go achieve bokai ka rona go duela re na furious to attend such kind of meetings because we don't have anything more about.
However, the Land Board has a mandate to keep residents abreast about issues of land.
Mele hale le mo state land hale dira ditirelo tsone tse di bua ka tsone ka di transfer tse le ntse la ko Land Board ke tsone tse re tsile ha re ka ke ra le dikologa re ka gore lona le mo state land ya no ga re le bolelele re tata ha re na re le bolele ka ditsamaiso ka gore how transfer wa ko Land Board.
The Land Board came to consult residents on some newly proposed land laws.
Momolao wa bogologolo ole ene re ga o dira transfer e o jale o bo duela 100 pula mene are act en chai tsena e ka 2022 be tairi transfer eo ene 3000 pula jana gompieno yana ha government a tsa mautwa dillo tsa batho be government a ta ka proposal ya gore jano transfer in 1000 pula.
Residents welcomed the proposed laws as they believed they would be beneficial for Botswana. Maranyane Samakata, BTV News, Maab.
Well, that is the news this hour. Do stay with us, and Tebogang Sebetlela on standby to take you through the world of sport.
Thank you very much, Ulibile Samok. And now in context, as sports news follows with me, Tebogang Sebetlela. And now let's take a look at the 2024 Dakar Rally. Ross Branch finished stage 4 in position 4 yesterday. The hero motorsport rider completed the 631-kilometer stage from Al Salamia to Al Hofuf in 2 hours 55 minutes. The stage was won by Jos Florimo of Chile, ahead of Ricky Brabeck of USA and Kevin Benavides of Argentina. Ross Branch has now dropped to second position in the general overall standings, behind Florimo with 7 stages remaining. And now, Botswana Premier League side Maab Village FC have parted ways with head coach Nicholas Jacobs, who has now joined the Namibian women's senior national team. The Namibian coach joined the OD-based outfit at the beginning of the 2023-24 season on a 2-year deal. To this point, Kukanzu are 6th in the log standings with 18 points from 5 wins and 3 draws. Former head coach who also helped the team gain promotion to the Elite League, Elias Chinyamba, has been appointed to lead the Catlin side for the remainder of the season. Maab FC hosts BDF 11 on Saturday at Dinaledi Academy Stadium in Ode as the Premier League resumes from the festive holidays break.
It is true that we have amicably parted ways with our head coach, Nicholas Jacobs. He has since joined Namibian national women's team as head coach. As we said in our statement, we are very much grateful and happy for the time we had with Coach Jacobs, looking at his contribution to the team since last year when we joined the Elite League for our first time, and helped us, to settle well in the league. And just by the look of things, looking at the position we are currently, it is through commitment and determination that Coach Budi has brought to our team, building a formidable team. So we are gratefully thankful and wish him all the best and good health as he continue with his career. We communicate further as to where the team now is heading with regard to, the head coach. Miri Shinyaba is one of our coaches who has been there with us during our First Division South campaign. He helped us to be where we are today. So he'll be in charge of the team until an announcement for the replacement of Mr. Woody Jacobs is announced.
And now, lastly, Police 11 head coach Maitumelo Letlamoring is confident that they will turn around their fortunes in the new year, following a less satisfactory performance in the first 12 games of the season last year, which left them in the 13th spot on the log standings. Letlamoring made the remarks yesterday at the team's training session in Gaborone as they prepare to take on Security Systems this Friday afternoon at Lobatse Sport Complex. Katlago Kakole and Rubanone Sehedi compiled the report.
Letlamoring believes that the players and the technical team a chance to introspect and find ways to better themselves in the new year. The Jungle Kings, who have been misfiring for the better part of 2023, resumed training on the 4th of January with all players returning injury-free and rejuvenated from the break holidays, ready to tackle improve their position in the standings.
Le metshameko kana ipaakanyo e siameng before the festive isimologa but nkare go breaka mo gongwe gore hile tshona gore re go recharge even though ne ke sa itse gore kana dipolare tsa gompieno most of them ba tshameka ba dumela thata mo go tshameka di-game tsa di festive, but since we started ka di-4 there's nobody yo showang gore o ntsa tshameka kana yo injured. Both they're working hard starting from di-4 up to now, preparing for the game on their systems. It will be on Friday.
Police 11 have managed to ink out only 2 wins last year against BDF 11 and 11 Angels, played to a stalemate 5 times and registered 3 losses from 12 matches. With the current transfer window still open, Coach Letlamoring continues to look for pieces to beef up his squad ahead of the long league campaign and the Orange FA Cup.
Go lebaka thata ke tshameka le systems me ke sa tsoka madu, but re nile hatse le basimane ra tota mo le mongwe a tse boikarabelo mo game yone gore bana kana re ntse re tshameka le team ke, but all the time in na ile bone ba fenyano re plana yang, but response ya bonela in spetsa gore nya they are ready for the game.
The Jungle Kings have scored 10 goals last year while conceding 18 goals, something that we want to improve before the end of the first round starting on Friday when they host Security Systems at Lobatse Sports Complex. Last season, Police 11 did not fare well against the Alarm Boys in the league as they defeated them 2-1 in the first round and 1-0 in the second round. Khobana Onesehedi, BTB Sport, Gaborone.
From In Context, the sports desk, that was all we had for you this hour. Until we meet again later in the day with our Stona Bulletin. For now, thank you for staying with us and good afternoon.
The L'Oreal Foundation is awarding and celebrating women in science for the last 25 years.